Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Give me a second. Let's fix this up right quick. There we go. All right. Welcome back to my channel, Conscious Evolution. Happy Thanksgiving again, guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope you had a magnificent dinner. I'm probably right in the middle of most people's dinners, but that's all right. I ate at like 2:30, 3 o'clock, took a nap, put on my fat pants, and I'm going to read some more Solomon Speaks. So, if you don't already have the book, again, check the links below. There's links for the book, links to subscribe to the website, links for my social media, links for the Patreon. There's a whole bunch of links. Just go check them out. Tired of talking about it. So, happy Thanksgiving, guys. I hope you all are well. Hope you're having a great holiday and the day off of work. Today, we're going to read chapter 17. Allow yourself to believe in your ability, and it will surface for you. We want you to understand that our heart is here with you. We are aware of your existence in this space. We feel your energy very clearly in our space. We feel that you have a need to reach out to others. That is why you are here. You are searching for a part of your life that you feel is incomplete. Allow your energy to surface through your existence. You are in some ways cut off from your main energy source, and this is what causes your unhappiness often in this plane. Your needs are to be met. You are reaching for that answer, and it will come in your life. We know this very clearly. You only have to believe that your needs are being met to actualize it in this plane. Your life here is of vast importance. Your life here is of vast importance. You are opening the doors for other lives to let light in. You're certainly on a better path, and a clearer train of energy is coming through you. I'm sure you feel that now. You must allow it to continue to grow and not question the way it will appear. Just know that it will appear. You must continue to allow this to surface for you. You are channeling in many specific ways real, pure energy. It's the clearest form of contact. When we contact one another, we exchange energy. The energy that you intermingle with another human being is very much a part of who you are. The energy that reaches out is there to caress your soul. It's not there to frighten. You must believe this in your heart. Changes are going to continue to happen on many levels because lessons have been learned. It's like you've completed the homework and now it's time to move on. So you will continue to experience a great sort of healing process because you don't need those lessons anymore. But what you must remember is not to forget the lessons you've learned. You're in the process of your own transformation. You know it is very difficult sometimes to believe you're growing when you're in the middle of change. It's very much like building a house or redecorating. Rather, makes you feel like you're in the middle of it somewhere. You feel, why did I even begin? When you're knee deep in the dust and dirt. But the end result is so much more satisfying. Anyone who gets on the path is asking for a great deal of difficulty in transforming themselves. It's easy to stay in one place, but to travel takes effort in a very spiritual sense. So you must reward the journey you're making by the effort you're exerting. Your effort is well underway, and you are beginning to see a great change. Listen to your heart in that. Find ways of listening to your instinct. Your instinct will never lead you wrong. You must take time to listen to instinct. Find moments in which to do that. You're doing that now. You need to redefine that process. The voices are there for you to listen to. They will steer you in the right direction. It's often getting away, taking ourselves out of the process and letting the process guide us itself. We become very cerebral in the direction we think we should take. And it takes a lot of useless, expanded energy and anxiety. It's far simpler than we make it. You must remove yourself and let your life flow through it. The flow will take The flow will take it like a leaf on a river. You just need to ride it. It'll get to the ocean. Often we truly believe there is a path we need to follow, and we put our blinders on and follow this path. And we miss so many different opportunities in the process. You have to open your life and take the blinders off so that you can see that someone is trying to reach out to you from over here. You have to be able to see that over there. You can't always be looking in a sort of very narrow, focused vision forward. This light is very special. Your mastery of it is what indeed heals the world. Ooh. There are very few who can channel that type of light efficiently, although many have experienced it. You have a huge undertaking in taking on this mission to channel this light, but you're capable of it. This light is life itself. It is the essence of the universe. It is what we are made of, what animates our every action in this plane. To infuse this light into the souls of those who are suffering in the highest form of benefit you can do for another human being. It is a healing light. The manner in which you do this comes to you from the wisdom of ages. The channeling process is part of imparting the information to you. It happens here on a regular basis in a very subconscious sort of way. You will feel it more clearly as time goes on. You feel it in your hands at first. It's there, it's there. You feel it go through you and emanate out. You feel it come through your palms. It comes through. It's the same energy that creates an aura, but it is also deeper than that. A sphere that can come through and around you. Allow yourself to believe in your ability and it will surface for you. You're not here to coast by any stretch of the imagination. There's a mission for you, and it's quite apparent as you make your progress. Your healing is going to become even more complete and flow through that process. You're going to help many others. You only need to reach out to them, and they will then be there for you. Hello, guys. Hello, Yuri. How you doing, brother? Happy Thanksgiving. I'm glad you caught the live too. So, pretty powerful. The quality of life. Happy Thanksgiving. Roz. That's your name, Roz. I like it. So allow yourself to believe in your ability and it'll surface. I think they're talking about your ability to channel this energy to do the healing work that this book is mostly about. But I think that's in anything because it kind of says it here. It's like you only have to believe that your needs are being met to actualize it in this plane. This is powerful stuff, guys. You are channeling in many specific ways real, pure energy. It is the clearest form of contact. Ah, I got chills. You're in the process of your own transformation. Indeed. That's why you're here. That's why we're all here. That's why I'm here. I've been in the middle of this process for over a year now. I've had this channel for a year and 8 days. I think it's what it was, a year and 10 days. I can't remember. Something like that. I think it was November 20th of last year. What I get from this is that the process of transformation is not an easy process. I think that's part of why so many people don't embark on that journey. That's why so many people are afraid of change because they it's too much work. Ah. All right, quality of life. I gotcha. Rosalia. Welcome to the channel. Happy you're here. I lost my train of thought now. I was too busy trying to pronounce Rosalia. Hope you're having a good Thanksgiving. Hope you're enjoying this book. We are about halfway through it now, so that's exciting. This light is very special. Your mastery of it is what indeed heals the world. Wow. The light is life itself. It is the essence of the universe. What do I think about the Illuminati? You still said it wrong? I said it wrong? Rosalia? Rosalia? How about we just go with Rose? Is that what the ROZ is? I gotcha. What do I think about the Illuminati? I don't think about it at all, really. I mean, is there an organization or force that controls the world? Yeah, there is. Is it gonna be there forever? No. Is it changing? Yes. It's changing very, very slowly. The energies on the planet are shifting so dramatically. And when the energies, meaning us, when the people refuse to harmonize with the new energy, with this new light and information that's on the planet, when you refuse to harmonize with it, then you start to react, and you don't react in a pleasant way. You are combating the positive energy, and you're having a reaction of this. It's like lashing out, acting out, throwing a tantrum kind of thing. It's like they're losing their power slowly but surely, and they're just being chipped away at. And this energy and this light is bringing things to light that have long been buried or hidden from the public eye, and now these things are coming out. And I don't know if I believe in the Illuminati. Sure, why not? I mean, this country's ruled by corporations, I believe, so why not? It's all a matter of perception. I think it's what you believe. Does it really matter if there is or isn't? Does it really matter if we know who is pulling the strings behind the scenes? I think what really matters is if you know if there's strings being pulled behind the scenes or not. If you know that everything in your reality, when you first wake up to these things and realize the amount of control that's out there, that's like the important thing. I think that you recognize that, but not to only to further propel you along your path. That's your journey to wake up to these things and to become part of the change, because being that change, embodying that change of what you want to see in this world, is what is creating more of this momentum, more of this energy that is changing this planet, that is changing everybody. And people are waking up every day, and it's going hard. And this time, one demon and back. What? Is it true or false? Okay, that's cool, man. So, anyways, enough about the Illuminati. It doesn't interest me anymore. I was really big into conspiracies for a long period of time, and that's what I needed in my process. That's what woke me up to so many things and to all the corruption in this world. And I spent a lot of time and energy into that. And I think that's just distraction, because that feeds those neural highways in your brain. Like I said before on my live the other night, that like all these branches of this tree are like the neural nets in your mind that are going and going. So these are the thoughts that you continue to think. Like think of these as your beliefs, because a belief is just a thought you continue to think. So if you continue to think that thought, you're building a bigger and bigger neural highway in your brain. So the bigger that highway, or the more you think about it, the bigger that lane grows. You know what I mean? Bigger that connection grows. So the more you think about it, the more you're feeding that energy. Well, when you stop thinking about it, or when you realize that at least for me, that's what happened with me. I realized the distraction that was from the task at hand, from the mission, the waking up, to being a healer, to having these access to these energies, and really being able to affect change in my life and the people's lives around me. Then I stopped thinking about that stuff. I realized what it was. It was a tool, it was a distraction, it was used to wake me up and to propel me down to the next level of my awakening. Because your awakening is just one, like if we linearize things, that's how we think as humans. So it's like one layer after another, one level after another. Here it says 5D and beyond is all about transcending dualities. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. And again, the first thing I saw when I looked down, this light is very special. Your mastery of it is what indeed heals the world, heals yourself, heals others. Illusions are everywhere. I agree with you there, old sand. Yes, they are. I mean, what's reality itself other than illusion? It's the illusion that we create. We create our realities, and we co-create this planet. Maybe not the planet, but how we see it, the structures of it. Um, so, you know, how do you define what's real or what's an illusion? If you have a thought, if you have a meditation in your mind, and you can picture that illusion clearly and live that experience in your mind doesn't know the difference between that experience in your mind and actual reality. It There's no difference to your mind. Isn't that wild? Happy Thanksgiving, Danielle. I've been talking to Danielle all day. We started the day with a great session at 9 a.m. this morning. Danielle is one of the members of my DNA activation group, where we do 4 healing sessions a month. All right, so you have to open your life and take the blinders off so that you can see that someone is reaching out to you from over here. That my last video, I was just talking about my experience last night with my meditation and all those, all the benevolent beings that are surrounding me in this meditation. And it's interesting that this says that now, that someone's reaching out to you from the other side of the veil. Yes, we did. It was a really sweet day. Good. Hope you enjoyed your dinner. Happy Thanksgiving. You're in the process of transformation. I keep seeing the same thing. And this transformation is massive. But I mean, it's massive, but it is massive, and it's going to go as fast as you will allow it to go. It makes me think of the leaf on the river. Often we truly believe there is a path we need to follow and put the blinders on. Yes. Yes. We get so stuck on a path, like I did briefly this year, where I was a healer. I became a certified healer, certified in this healing modality, and that was what I was going to do. Well, I've since realized that that is only a small portion of my process, of my purpose here on this plane. So, and I'm still only beginning to realize the massiveness of my purpose. Like, I know it's so much. Like, this is just the beginning of it. I mean, I can't believe how much my life has changed in the last year. I mean, I had my vision a year ago, and I've since lost like almost 100 pounds. Yuri asks, what was your day job before you started your journey? I was a car salesman for the last 3 years, 4 years maybe. I've been in sales since the market crash or the economy collapsed in 2008. Yes, I have grown so much. Thank you, Danielle. Danielle's been following this since the beginning. So is Yuri, actually. Yuri was one of my first 10 free healing sessions I offered in January. Yeah, I got into sales in 2009, 2010. So it's been a little over 10 years. I've done all kinds of sales gigs. I sold meat out of the back of a van. I sold stereo systems out of the back of a van. That was a ghetto gig, I'll tell you that much. Basically rolling around Baltimore City with some cheap stereos, trying to sell them for like 500 bucks. It was not. I didn't enjoy that one at all. I didn't enjoy selling the meat either. That was no. That's that's a rough way to get into the sales world. And then from there, what did I do? I got an inside sales job at a moving company in Baltimore where I started selling on the phone, just booking moving gigs and getting commissions. And I liked that. And that lasted up until I moved to Pennsylvania about 5 years ago. And then I sold windows. I was a traveling salesperson for a year and a half, where I'd go to people's houses and spend 3 hours there talking to families, selling them windows and doors and home improvement projects. And yeah, tough time to start that with the sales. Yeah. Yeah. So that's been my journey. And then I've traveled the country for about 6 months this year. I think I'm pretty well done with that until next year. I don't know how it's going to work out, but I'm going to start planning another trip. I would really like to take like 2 weeks and travel back to California, go up to Mount Shasta, and then come back, start working my way back, go to Sedona, Four Corners, and a few other places that I didn't have the opportunity to stop during my vision quest this year. What is the most difficult part of this transition? That was amazing that you did that. Thank you, Danielle. It was pretty fantastical. What is the most difficult part of this transition? I think that's different for everyone. For me, it was making that decision to leave the life I had spent 5 years building because it wasn't healthy. It wasn't healthy. I was codependent on other people, and other people didn't respect me at all. So it was really, really unhealthy. A lot of verbal abuse. I'm starting to recognize like symptoms of PTSD of that whole situation with my entire life, basically, with my mother and my ex. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm glad I recognized it though. I actually recognized it by watching Naughty Beaver's video recently in the last week or two, I think, that I started thinking about it and the reactions my body has when I see communications from these people. If I just see their name pop up on my phone, it's like, my heart starts pounding. And it's like, why? It's because I was traumatized from that stuff. Like, and I'm still heavily dealing with it. And I'm not in the best situation with it either because of my financial situation, but that's all right. Everything's working out for me though, and I have the faith, full faith that it'll all work out in my favor in the long run. The things I go through now are just temporary. And I knew what was going to happen. I knew the challenges I would face. And I took that risk anyway. And I traveled across the country and left a job and tried to start a business. Oh, I didn't try. I did start a business. And, it's a spiritual business, a healing practice at that, and it's an amazing journey and I love it. I love connecting with you guys. I love doing the healing work with that I do. I love talking. I just talked to so many subscribers, so many people that I would never have met otherwise unless I started this channel. There's so many people have reached out to me, and it's really a beautiful thing. I got a distance healing from case in September and been going through so much epiphanies, realizations, synchronicities, etc., etc. And some of it has been pleasant, but I know I need it. Some of it hasn't been pleasant. Yeah, why it's not pleasant is because for me, after I had a healing session, I I stood up for myself. I was no longer willing to accept the things I had accepted prior to that. I was no longer willing to accept to be treated the way I was treated. You know what I mean? Like, so you make that shift and no one around you likes that. And that's what happened for me. I love the live. Get to communicate with so many like minds. I know, right? I do love it. I love it a lot. I like it a lot. And you guys get to see more of like the real me. So, oh, I just bit my tongue. I got a really bad tooth pain today. It's like throbbing. So I got like a pound of Orajel in there. I broke my tooth 2 years ago today in 2017 on Thanksgiving. I was in Daytona Beach and we were at a restaurant eating, and I was eating like a stale biscuit or something, and it just cracked my tooth right, like the inside of one of my molars. It's been broken for 2 years, but I got dental insurance now, so we're gonna get that taken care of. Yes, one was I realized I needed boundaries. Yeah, yeah. It's like when you're no longer willing to allow people to walk all over you like you had prior, maybe because you didn't realize you were letting them walk all over you or you didn't care enough to say anything. Like when you stop that, shit changes. Shit gets real and they don't like it. Like I said, if you don't harmonize with this energy, because this energy is life itself. All right, we're almost at a half an hour. I love you guys. I thank you for all the questions. This was really cool. The quality of life. Danielle says the quality of life. Maybe too much Orajel in my mouth. The quality of life. I had my personal reconnection in June this year, and up until last month, I was purging and have realizations, etc. Wow, wow. But the purging, good grief. Yeah. I mean, this year has been quite intense with purging and everything. So I'm gonna jump off here. I'll probably do another live in, I don't know, 20-30 minutes. We're gonna read the next chapter, which is disregard that love affair with suffering. I think we could all get something out of that. So I love you guys. I hope you well. Hope you had a happy Thanksgiving, and I will be back soon. All right, guys. Be the change that you want to see in this world and love yourself. All right. Bye bye.